Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we have a reading about somebody seeing a prediction of theirs come to fruition or become reality. I feel like you told somebody that they would change their mind or have a different perspective on things after time had passed. So you kind of just like, okay, if that's how you want it, but I think at some point you're going to see things differently. You're going to have a change of heart at some point. We have the Four of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Tower in the reverse. So I do feel like there's perhaps been some separation or a little bit of solitude for you or this person, but it's still like common knowledge, or you know that something has changed, right? Hello there, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time or a medium to loud amount. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's get started. I think let's do the situations deck. See what they have for us. All three are in the reverse. We have Journal, Entrapment, and Verge. So I think you got out of a situation just in time. Somebody may have been trying to pull the wool over your eyes or make a situation seem better than it actually was. And now that the situation has been proven to be manipulative or dishonorable, it's like somebody wants to avoid telling you, but you've already found out some other way. And I don't think it's vindictive. I don't think you've been like watching and waiting and hoping that somebody would learn their lesson. I think you just were genuinely trying to help somebody here and advise them that's probably not a good idea. I feel like you're going to find out that's not a good idea. This is definitely one of those cases of I don't want you to have the opportunity to say I told you so, you know? Hi there, mountain girl. Oh, good. They actually worked for once. Hello there, David. Welcome. Soulmate. Okay. I think I actually put this in the Twin Flame folder for playlists. For those of you that don't know, I have like a million videos. Okay, it's like 1100 something. But they're all, most of them anyways, organized into playlists. So if you feel like you need to, you know, find a specific message, you might be able to do so with the playlist. But we've got a situation here where I think somebody's trying to like make the decision, have I put this person in a soulmate category when they don't deserve to be, or are they actually a soulmate of mine? And then we have lost or ghosted, blocked, cut off in the reverse. So I feel like we have communication coming through on a situation that you basically predicted. All right, let's get one or two more. Karmic in the reverse. So this person doesn't appear to have issues in terms of healing. This is somebody who has taken it seriously, and I feel like they want to show you that they have taken it seriously. So you maybe told this person you're going to go through some change here that will enable you to see things differently. You might have said, you're going to realize that I'm the one that got away, you know, something along those lines. I feel like this person wants to prove to you that they understand what you said or that they have changed for the better. All right, we return to the tarot. Let's go with, well, shit, we had ghosted in the reverse. Let's go with the ghost tarot, shall we? This is one of those decks where the art really does differ from the original. The Rider-Waite deck has like the original art, right? We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Somebody is coming back, you guys. Somebody is coming back. This is like a boomerang. Like, you'll be back, and I told you you would be. With the Eight of Cups in the reverse, we have the Two of Cups in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. You may have specifically told this person that the relationship they were pursuing or they were in was false, was not what they thought it was. Like, okay, like, go on, do your little learning time, because you're going to find out the person that you chose over me, or the person that you chose, we'll just leave it as that, is like gone girl in your ass, like this is somebody who's pretending to be something that she isn't, or he isn't, because they want to entrap you. Entrapment. It's in the reverse, implying somebody avoided a trap or has removed themselves from that trap. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So I do feel like somebody made a decision in love because they were really focused on how can I get what I want without sacrificing what I don't want? It kind of feels like somebody went for a less demanding partner, or a partner that wouldn't ask you to be your best person, like your best self. This person is easier to manipulate, is basically the vibe, right? Like, I can be in a relationship with this person because I can still have some sort of piece of myself to myself. Like, I don't have to be on all the time. I don't have to be my best self. Like, this is like a cop out, right? And this is like basically choosing another round of the same shit, right? Like, whether or not people are aware, if you don't learn a lesson in a karmic relationship, if you don't learn what you were meant to learn from that person in your life, you will meet the same energy in a different person the next time you go for a relationship. You got to take time to learn from each person, that, each person who has some significance or weight in your life, right? Like someone you're not going to forget. What were you meant to learn from them? What did they teach you? What did they either demonstrate for you that was meaningful, or not have that you realized you needed, and then apply that? Like, there's somebody here who chose the same thing from their past, maybe because it felt comfortable, maybe because they didn't want to become a better person. And they knew that if they wanted to be with you, they were going to have to like step it up. Like, you can't just do, oh gosh, what's a good analogy here? Like, you can't just you can't keep eating frozen meals. At some point, you're gonna have to learn how to cook for yourself. Like, learn. So we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This is almost the same as the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Somebody walked away. Somebody was put out in the cold. Things are coming back. There is a reunion, people. Somebody realized there is unfinished business here. And who realized that, you ask? This is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is known for they're generally quite good looking. They might have a little bit of an ego. They could be very artistic. They could be a little bit aggressive, or let's just say they're not afraid of an argument or a battle, right? Like, who wants to fight? Let me at them, like, whatever. Hi there, red beard. I'm surprised you needed to figure that out. I feel like that's just a given. This King of Wands has kind of marinated in his poor choice, right? And keep in mind, King of Wands could be anybody. It doesn't have to be a masculine energy, but this could be somebody who has Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in their chart. Mostly what I'm getting from this is somebody who has become wiser, somebody who feels like they have to do something. Like this is a passionate energy, right? I know what's right now and I'm going to do something about it. What was lost will be reclaimed, if possible. Some of you may not be down for this. Some of you might be like, I'm glad you learned your lesson. I, however, have moved on. But some of you are like, okay, let's hear it. What do you have to say? I still care about you, you know? Six of Swords in the reverse, Two of Wands in the reverse. Six of Swords in the reverse is things getting more difficult, something being tumultuous that you expected to be easier. I feel like this is that alternate relationship, the person that was chosen, the trap, if you will, right? I feel like you told them you're going to change your mind about this person. Hi there, Johnny. How are you doing? Questions for individuals would be done through personal readings. These are general readings. However, you may want to look at my playlist because I do have a lot of Magic 8 Ball questions, or in the title it says yes or no questions at the end. So that might help you. All right, so with the Two of Wands in the reverse, we know that somebody basically took a wrong path, a wrong turn, and they realize it. They know that things got worse because of this particular decision that they made, because of this path they chose, right? So, what they thought would be living love life on easy mode was actually signing themselves up for a person that was difficult, a person that was manipulative, somebody who wears a mask. Again, this art is very different from the other tarot decks that I have. This is the Six of Pentacles, and sometimes it makes me think I'm looking at the Six of Cups, which is more about like reminiscing or thinking about what's going on um, in your heart, not necessarily in the moment, right? But this is Six of Pentacles, and that's about things being balanced. That's about an equal give and take. But this is somebody who realizes that they had the opportunity for that equal give and take, and they let it go. They walked away. So whoever left this opportunity behind to have like an honorable, healthy relationship, they think about this person. Look at how they're hugging that gravestone. Like, I should have held on to you. You're the one that got away, right? Hello, Dina. How are you? Thank you, Eva. I appreciate that. I think they're technically green, but I do have to admit, when I look at what you're looking at, they look kind of teal. I wish there were more options. I think this only has red, green, and blue. But over there, I have some other lights that have like 6 color choices, so I might swap them out. We'll see. All right, so we have the King of Cups coming out. Absence made the heart grow fonder. What was easy to reject in a moment, you, has now become more important, a priority, you know? Thank you, Redbeard. Deja vu. Interesting. So we have the Sun card in the reverse. This is a very dark deck in terms of how they illustrated everything, but even the Sun card, you know, a little bit dark. This is really telling me that somebody has experienced the void of your absence and it has made them sad. This is somebody who realizes they pushed away a blessing. And this emotion that they felt, they wanted to misrepresent it to themselves. They didn't want to believe that it was actually love, right? Oh, I love that. Exactly. So we have the Hierophant, and I feel like it's kind of sideways. I feel like we have somebody here who is realizing that their approach or their perception of long-term relationships, or perhaps specifically marriage, commitment, was influenced by somebody that it shouldn't have been. This is like secondhand trauma. I saw my parents have a really unhealthy relationship, so I no longer have an interest in a relationship, right? That kind of vibe. Somebody is realizing now that they have to walk a different path than the one that they were shown. They can't just follow in their parents' footsteps or follow in their best friend's footsteps. They see things differently now. So I feel like there's like a new interest or curiosity around commitment. What does that look like? And I don't know if you guys want to do me the favor of sharing in the chat or in the comments below, what do you think a healthy relationship looks like? Because for me, I would tell this person, you're looking for like open communication, supportive, but playful energy, right? Who can I spend my time with that will encourage me to become a better person every day, but also support me when maybe I have a failure. Maybe I feel like I didn't do what I wanted to do. Who can help soften those blows, but also help me to see myself as the badass that I am, right? Like there's a better understanding here from someone that relationships don't always have to be toxic, that being in a committed relationship doesn't always equate to a loss of independence, right? Yes, authenticity is always a good word in my book. Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is clarifying our Five of Pentacles in the reverse. The Five of Pentacles is somebody coming out from the cold, right? Someone coming back around, something becoming better. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse can even talk about finances becoming better for you. There's something here about your boundaries making a better life for you. You have redefined your self-worth, what your value means to other people, and what that requires from other people. Because you have laid the foundation for a different life, that new life is coming into fruition. Remember how powerful it is for you to envision what you want and then do the work to get there as if that's already happened, right? That's called manifestation. I feel like this Queen of Swords has been very intelligent about how they've approached their life. This could, for some of you, be the same energy as the King of Wands in terms of healing from those situations and cutting people off, right? For others of you, this Queen of Swords is the person who was walked away from, right? The person that this King of Wands now wants to pursue. The reality is, it feels to me like there was a very discerning energy that one person had that was then imitated or then inspired this King of Wands to be more discerning themselves, more selective, right? Nice. We have the Nine of Wands. And I love this Knight of Wands. Again, a departure from the regular artwork. We have somebody guarding a castle, right? Something that matters to them, something precious, and they're not willing to let anything in, right? I feel like this is how somebody viewed their heart. This is clarifying our King of Wands. This is like, thou shalt not pass. You know, like you cannot get access to me. This is somebody who would, you know, maybe initially look like they were open to deep conversation or sharing of themselves. And then if somebody gets too close, no, you've gone too far. You can't, I won't let you in. This is not for anybody else. I don't trust anybody else in here, right? Because look at it, they're even holding that wand the same way, even if one is seated and one is standing. This person didn't want to actually let anybody in. There may have been some insecurity or a fear of abandonment. that led this person to keep people at an arm's length. Oh, Lordy. So let's just also say King of Wands, Nine of Wands, and now we have the Queen of Wands. These are all warriors, okay? The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, and the King and the Queen, of course, they are warrior royalty. Not easy to say. Try saying that 3 times in a row. We've got somebody's divine counterpart here. So you may want to check out one of the shorts that I posted today had, yes, this is your soulmate, or yes, you can trust this person, something like that. That may be for you as well if this is resonating, because we have somebody who initially dismissed their soulmate and now they see the truth behind this, right? Trust is very hard. I totally appreciate that, Redbeard, but you do have to keep the faith and remember that we've been given tools in order to better protect ourselves from people that don't deserve that trust, right? Did you guys hear that Minnesota accent right there? Don't. It's like there's an I in there or something. All right, we've got the Three of Wands in the reverse as well. So this Queen of Wands is doing something that demonstrates how different she is. Remember, don't get too caught up on the gender from everybody else. So in other words, maybe even for some of you, this King of Wands thought that he could walk away and the Queen of Wands would chase. The Queen of Wands does not chase, sweetheart, just like the Empress does not chase. The Queen of Wands knows she can sit in her throne and the shit that she wants is going to come right to her, okay? It's like a river that leads directly to her front step. She doesn't have to hunt. She doesn't have to chase. Whatever happens, that blessing that is meant for her, that's going to show up right on her doorstep. So this King of Wands was maybe a little bit shocked when the Queen of Wands said, "You don't want me? Okay, see you later." Gonna learn today. You're gonna change your mind eventually. You're gonna realize what you gave up. You're gonna realize that I am, as the Brits say, a piece of you, right? Like we are very compatible. You just don't realize it yet because I intimidate you or scare you in some way, right? Hi there, Clive. How are you? Hello, Kevin. Yes, absolutely. You guys, that's some truth right there being dropped by Kevin. Yes, I agree. You've got to be able to understand what core attributes or traits of a person will build a strong foundation in a partnership, right? Are you honest? Are you compassionate? Do you feel compelled to help other people? You know, like all of those things. Oh, Lordy, here we have the Queen of Cups. So we have another demonstration here, another pairing. This is weird, you guys. So we have the King and Queen of Wands right here, the King and Queen of Cups right here. It's like bookending this row. And I love that because this is absolutely confirmation of what I said when the King of Cups came out. Love became a stronger emotion through distance. This separation made it more obvious to this King of Cups energy that what he was feeling was pretty serious and probably should not be walked away from. All right, y'all, we're going to use the Morgan Greer to continue. What else do we have? Two of Cups in the reverse. So we had that right here as well. Confirmation that somebody walked away from love. Who walked away from love? The King of Rods or King of Wands. And that definitely means, if you look at this, there's Literally, he's looking at the past. He cannot move past what happened, right? Um, Constantly thinking about, why did I do that? Why didn't I say this? Why didn't I see through this person? Why didn't I see that person was genuine? Like, definitely a thinker. We may see the King of Swords come out for him as well. So this King of Rods or King of Wands energy dealt with some regret, maybe even a little bit of depression. And with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, it feels to me like it's because he said something he regrets saying. Went a little bit too far, maybe was a little bit too defensive, or maybe even went on the offense, like, I'm going to insult you so that you leave me alone. This was trying to protect their heart, right? I'm too nervous about you getting close to me, so I'm going to lash out at you in hopes that you leave me alone, because I don't think you'll actually be good to me, or I don't think you'll love me the way I love you. Something along those lines. This King of Wands was pretty insistent, or felt very confident, that the only way they could maintain some sort of balance here was to have a relationship they felt in control of, a relationship that they felt was familiar or similar to the ones that they had had before. Remember, we had soulmate. One of the cards on there, kind of weird, is similar. I feel like there may have even been some similarities between you and this person they did get into a relationship with. But now, do you see how the Temperance person, this angel, is looking down? I mean, they're transferring water from one cup to another. It kind of makes sense they would maybe want to keep an eye on that. But there's something they didn't see initially that was pointed out to them by another person. Like, I don't think that person is who you think they are, you know? It's interesting because this reading seems to really go well with a couple of the shorts I did. Literally, one of them is, this person made you think they were your soulmate, but they're not. And another one that says, this person is your soulmate. You can trust this person. So this King of Wands would likely find both of those resonating, right? Like, I chose someone I shouldn't have, and now I know who I do need to choose. Now I know who is the right person for me. So the first pair we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the Two of Pentacles. So yes, this person got off track. This person chose the wrong path, but the Two of Pentacles tells us, as does Temperance, that this person has realized the error of their ways. They've realized they need to change something. Hi there, Nancy. How are you doing? And this is good. This is absolutely one of those attributes that I would put on the list of, can you have a healthy relationship? Can you acknowledge when you have made a mistake and then correct that mistake? Alternatively, do you feel like you should just stay on the same path because you made that decision? You don't want to look dumb. Guess what? You still look dumb if you keep going down the wrong path. Like, oh, I know, Miss Joanna. I've seen that before. So now we have the King of Cups again with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, which means this person has accepted they're in love. This person has accepted they want to reunite with you and see if you would consider them, right? But they're also real nervous that what happened in the past is going to make you unwilling to see if there's anything there, right? They're maybe a little bit moody or a little bit difficult to deal with right now. They may lack a little bit of focus on other things because they're trying to figure out how to demonstrate to you or prove to you, I'm a better person. I know for real now what's going on. I know your value now. How can I tell you this? How can I make you see what I see? They may start by making sure it's clear to you that they are single or that they have moved away from a toxic influence. Yes, I love to see this. We have the Five of Cups in the reverse alongside the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This person has been able to walk away from bad influences or people who don't really know what they're talking about when they give advice, and they don't feel bad about it. This person realizes they may have to do something alone. They may have to change their life. They may have to move. They may have to just like change their habits, right? There's something they had to remove from their energy that was pushing them to stay low vibe or pushing them to stay put, right? Dodging bullets is an important trick to learn. We have the Star in the reverse, Judgment. This relationship that needed to be left behind was one that made it really difficult for somebody to feel like they could heal. This was perhaps a really chaotic relationship, one where you didn't know if you could trust anything that somebody was saying. Perhaps there was infidelity or, mismanagement of finances. There was definitely chaos, though, some kind of chaos here where you didn't really feel like you could breathe. Too much going on, right? You could barely get enough time to sleep. And then when you get to bed, you're just thinking about all the things you still need to deal with, right? Mhm. Ship has sailed. Yes, that's definitely a thing that happens. I do feel like this is, for some of you, going to be an opportunity for the King of Wands to clear the air and apologize and learn from the situation. And then you go in your separate ways. For others of you, this is an opportunity for a reunion. Depends on you, right? Thank you. Is it Angelise? What a beautiful name. We have the Eight of Cups clarifying the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. And we also have the Ace of Rods, which is the Ace of Wands. Somebody has walked away from a relationship that they realize or acknowledge now they chose for the wrong reasons. And they're ready for something different. They're ready for something new. We may see the Fool card come out because this Ace of Wands is saying, I'm done. I'm going to the next thing, the next chapter of my life. I'm ready for something more meaningful. Seven of Wands, Knight of Swords, Page of Cups in the reverse. The time is right for somebody to make an apology that they feel like they should have made a long time ago. Maybe the time has been right. They've potentially been procrastinating a little bit here because I do feel like there's a sense of urgency at the same time as there is hesitation. Somebody is thinking about whether or not they'll be taken seriously or if somebody will feel that it's, you know, a waste. And I'll tell you this, oh King of Wands, if you're listening, if you feel that too much time has passed for you to apologize, I would categorically tell you no. There's always a benefit to clearing the air, apologize, even if you don't get what you want at the end, right? The apology isn't a key that unlocks some prize or treasure for you. The apology is so that you can put something in your past and move forward, right? Siri is really messing up. So yeah, we've got somebody here who realizes The time is right. You might miss your window if you don't hurry up, right? All right, let's switch over. I feel like I don't take these cards off or out very often. This is the Fairy Godmother. I love the gold on the side. But this will tell us what in particular the King of Wands has been learning or working on. Celebrations. King of Wands has been partying, you guys. Can't tell if that's a spear. It looks like it's a spear. Somebody's been playing guitar up there too. Maybe you guys met at a party, but I think honestly, this person is trying to see like the brighter side of life. This person may have had a trauma that they were trying to get past. I feel like celebrations is like an achievement here. Maybe they've had some really, yeah, beautiful thing happen for them. So we have celebrations and wish. Something like they may have had like a dream come true. They may have gotten their dream job, for example. They may have had their dream vacation. They may have had a really meaningful experience happen to them as a result of something they wanted to celebrate or something that was considered an achievement. And that led to their awakening. For somebody out there, I feel like this is getting to have like a homecoming of some sort, visiting your family, visiting your extended family, meeting new relatives in your homeland, whatever it is. There was something really meaningful for this person that helped them like see the situation for what it was. And they may have even gotten really important advice from a family like patriarch or matriarch, somebody who is a little bit wiser in these situations. I'm getting one in particular. If you have like a really like blunt grandparent, one person might have been like, I don't like your girlfriend. I don't like your boyfriend. Nope, they're not the one for you. Nope. I don't like them because they're self-absorbed, or I don't like them because of XYZ. And they might have been right on point, right? You guys are sweet. I don't. Oh, if you would like a personal question, feel free to ask for a personal reading. I also have a lot of readings that have yes or no in the title, where you have the ability to ask a question, and then I have yes or no cards pulled. Okay, here we go, you guys. Here's the dirt. The skeleton in the closet that needed to be liberated. We have victimhood here. There was a need to transmute some pain from a situation where they were potentially abused or harmed. For some of you, there was some pretty serious violence that happened in this person's past. I wish healing for all of the people that have dealt with something like this, by the way. There's nothing that says when you go through a really difficult time that you have to bounce back and be your same person the next day. You have to take that time to process what happened and heal from it. This person, I think, delayed some sort of healing from being a victim. They didn't want to be a victim. And because they weren't willing to process what it meant to be that victim, they still had some distrust or some unwillingness to let people in, right? We had to work through that and see that there is still beauty in life and that it's worth letting people in order to actually experience life, right? Because otherwise you're just like going through life, living on couches that are laminated, going through life, always wearing plastic gloves. I don't know, whatever analogy you would like, you're not experiencing it, okay? Like you got to actually dig in. So somebody is learning now that they need to let somebody in, right? Oh, and who's going to let somebody in? The main male. Maybe for some of you, it's a mailman. Sorry, I'm a loser. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? I don't know why that song's in my head. Maybe it resonates for somebody. Marriage in the reverse, privileged lady. Yeah, this sure feels to me like somebody was in a relationship for the wrong reason, somebody they felt like they should be with, and now that relationship has ended. Yeah, that's a thing that has to be retired at some point, right? So this King of Wands could be looking at moving or taking a trip. We have distant horizons. I feel like he knows that the Queen of Wands, his love interest, is not, a walkable distance. There is a chance this feminine energy has also changed their address, might be a little bit difficult to find, but there is an understanding here that this main male respects and admires this Queen of Wands energy. She's been through a lot, and it's time to communicate. So this King of Wands is going to send some kind of message here, and it could be for some of you along the lines of, hey, so I'm in the neighborhood, just wondering if you want to grab some pizza, get a coffee, have some ice cream, something to talk. So you may get an invite soon from this person, hoping that they can talk through things. Let's finish off with the Everyday Tarot. We're at 42 minutes, so it could be a little questionable since they've been messing with my audio lately. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody coming back around that has been in separation with you. They're going to tell you that they have ended a relationship with somebody who was manipulative or cold. It made them see more clearly the warmth that you recommended. Recommended? No. Represented. Sorry, you guys. Glitch in the matrix. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Clarity. I know who I want. I know what I want. I know that I chose the wrong person. Lovers in the reverse. I know that I chose somebody who isn't my soulmate, and now I know who is my soulmate. I have learned from this situation, right? Oh, I like that word, Clive. All right, you guys, we're going to leave it there. Ooh, wait, no, we're not. Sometimes I leave behind a card when I pick up this deck. We've got the Eight of Swords. So the King of Wands may feel like it's hard to make a move or say something because they don't know how the other person feels, right? King of Wands, ask for a sign. You've probably already gotten some and you just didn't really take them seriously. But if you're going to be, becoming a better version of yourself, you got to pay close attention to the messages we receive via music, via random, like a butterfly, a hummingbird, whatever it is. Ask for a sign. Sometimes I will put my Spotify on random and skip it like 6 times or something and say, give me a song that tells me what I need to know. It's definitely been proven right before. Just to maybe make you giggle a little bit. I asked it at one point, what will I feel if I pursue a relationship with this person? And the answer was, I can't remember the artist, but the song is called Bloodsport. You can imagine, right? It was like, yeah, no, that's a horrible idea. That's not going to last, and you will not like that person. But this was, a while ago. I wasn't really the best at listening to my own discernment. Did it anyways. And was that song right? Hell yes, it was. Horrible idea. Anyways, ask and you shall receive. Okay. There is intuition here to help you if you need to know what's going on. All right, you guys, I hope that helped you. Thank you for joining me. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you on the next reading.